That thing goes stick you. If Penguin would like to come back, say that thing goes stick you. If Penguin would like to come back, say that thing goes stick you. If Penguin would like to come back, say tingles. Thank you. If Hagler would like to come back, please say no. Can
Wow. Wait, hold on. Do you hear it? Do you hear it? The music. Why don't I hear it? Okay, there we go. Now I hear it. Bah. Wah. Shh. Shh. Penguins. Hey. Hello. You gotta help me. I'm hiding from the Eye of Sauron. So I have to wear this outfit to make sure I won't be seen or caught. Yeah, I don't think he can see me from here. Well, hey, I'm back. Whew. I was rushing to get back here, Penguin. Finally arrived. It was a long journey to get here. Have you missed me? Did you miss me? Hello. I'm back to YouTube. But we gotta be careful, Penguin. The Eye of Sauron is always watching. We have to move around it. I'm glad to see you, though. I'm glad that you were waiting for me. Yeah, you didn't forget, right? Did you think you lost me? I wonder. That fateful day a week ago when everything disappeared. I've risen. I'm Zenya the White. Kind of. Yeah, it's good to see you. Okay, so if you don't know what happened for some reason, I don't know, maybe you were hiding under a rock while the whole fallout was happening. I got a strike on my channel last week because of the Saba cosplay stream. Now, I don't know exactly why. Historians will be debating it for eons, but well, regardless, it happened. Perhaps it was too much for YouTube. It was kind of it's a very childish moment. I remember, like, right on New Year's Eve, I had like another stream scheduled playing at the same time. But you know, I've made it through this past week. It was a bit tough. I was streaming on Twitch at the same time. Surely you follow me over there, right? You didn't just like forget about me for a week and were like, oh yeah, whatever. You would always follow your emoto to wherever she resides. Right? I don't know. You're looking pretty sus. I can tell. I've run the calculations and it's a bit unaccounted for, but it's fine. I forgive you. Of course, I'm sure you were just hiding under that rock the whole time. Scared with the pangonia. I know how you survived without your immortal stocks. Emotonium? Emoto replenishment for the whole week. Wow. I'm here now. Also, actually, yeah, I just uploaded a video last night of the ASMR stream I did on Twitch. I had to do it on Twitch only because, you know, Sauron banished me for the week. And so I know some of you missed it. Putting my finger. You, yes, you. Yeah, oh my god, this is all available now, so it's fine. But okay, because of all of this though, we do have to make the channel safer. Okay? I don't want to be banished anymore. Okay, we must stand our ground, protect. Zenya Hima. What's my full name? Is it Zenya Hima ASMR? Or is it Zenya Hima channel? I forgot actually. You know, one of those. Yeah. Yeah, so there will be a couple of changes. I'm just gonna let you know real quick. Okay, in case you haven't been keeping up. So some of my ASMR streams will be moved to Patreon instead of YouTube. For free though. Of course. Freestyle. On Patreon. And it'll be on Wednesdays. Every other week. They don't get any ideas. Okay, they will be the same style that I've been doing on YouTube already. Specifically the more, you know, special style, I guess. Like if I'm doing the summer cosplay again for some reason, that would not be here anymore. At least for the time being. I'm moving it for now since it seems like Sauron is extra active. So it'll just be until he is defeated and fully looks away for me. But there will also this will be like regular ASMR on the channel too. You know, I do still do weekly live streams on Mondays and weekly videos on Fridays, and Wednesdays is only not like every week anymore because I have to build up more of a backlog. Because I made a bunch of ASMR videos actually, but now I think they might be too dangerous for YouTube, so I need to make safer stuff. And it's also like just kind of waiting out the the strike for it to get expired. So I'll just like focus on other stuff in the meantime, I guess. So you'll have to be good and wait for a bit, but just be on the lookout for my Patreon. Yeah, I'll like link it when the time comes. But yeah, so everything else is the same. Basically, I'm just gonna be more careful in all of my streams. Cause regardless of whatever reason that it happens, I really don't want to risk it anymore, because obviously, you know, the Sauron is like kind of a meanie and inconsistent, and could just choose to do whatever they want. So, you know, I don't want to end up in a situation of boom, boom, pow, suddenly channel branded, total bandit. You know what I mean? But yeah. Also, though, I've been thinking of increasing my membership content. Membership / Twitch subscriber, because it's kind of the same thing. And to do that stuff on Wednesdays. So like, you know, instead of ASMR every Wednesday, it'd be alternating like membership content, ASMR, do rotating. Yeah, and probably just do stuff that I want to do. Like anime watch-alongs, perhaps. Long form anime, because I'm trying to be in my weeb arc. I talked about that in my New Year's stream, actually, but it was Twitch only, so you probably don't even know. You don't even know what even what my freaking heartfelt goals are. But you'll see. I'll be reposting all of the streams I did on Twitch to YouTube, and then I'll link it on YouTube. Like, it's not gonna be this YouTube channel because it's gonna frick up the algorithm, so it'll be on a different YouTube channel, but I'll link it on this YouTube channel. It's a bit complicated, but you'll just see. Just like look out for stuff. Yeah. So yeah, I think that could be fun. There's lots of stuff to look forward to as well. I have some Donathon rewards. Still gonna do VR horror stream. Commander cosplay. Let me clarify that there. Cosplay of myself. Wow. And Kigurumi. Cursed Kigurumi mask. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's it, really, for me to say. Was that about a new YouTube channel? It's not. There isn't a new YouTube channel. It is it's just on a secondary channel that I'm just gonna dump Twitch VODs. It's only for that purpose. Okay, but everything will still be on this channel. Yeah. How are subcons gonna work? Like on Twitch? I mean, how it's always been. I like stream. I do like members only stream on YouTube, and then I also do a stream on Discord for Twitch bros, because Twitch sub only stuff like doesn't really work very well on the Twitch platform, so I have to do it on Discord instead. I hope it makes sense. I hope it's not too convoluted, but point is, really, not much is changing except there's gonna be some free streams on Patreon /rplay. I also opened an rplay actually, but it's kind of just an alternative to Patreon if you happen to prefer that, but as everything will be streamed there as well. That makes sense? Yeah. Okay. Now, penguins. This is, great and all, but I really don't think I could wear this outfit forever, It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of chungish, very suffocating. And I wanna show myself to you, so, but Sauron is still watching. Oh, so, penguins, I think I must change. I need to show you my true form. I can't keep going like this. I need to release all my power if we're gonna defeat Sauron. I think it's time to finally show you. They still accept me? No, I was kind of nervous to show you because it's really embarrassing. Yeah. Ooh. Looking at my true self, but we've come to desperate times. All right. Fuck you, Sauron. It's time to ascend. Okay. Now, please hold on. Wait. I'm gonna swap the music. Come on, penguins! Choo-choo! Stop! Pa! Go, Sharon! Pull! Come on! All our power together! No! The power of Zen has defeated me! Well, penguins, it is done. We did it. But at what cost? We must honor the dead. Rest in peace, Zenya Hima. Zenya Hima is no more. It's time you call me by my true name. Zenchi. Zenchi! I have become something small and cute. Hi. What do you think? Now this is surely safe, right? This is safe. Sanchi, the completely say-so streamer. Perfectly safe. Perfectly cute. Yeah. No matter what I try to do, I'll be completely invulnerable against Sauron or anyone else's surveillance. Yes. No elude possible. Even if she tries to be elude, nothing would happen. Okay, right. This is a Chikao model. Wow! Isn't it so cool? Wow! I love Chikawa, and now I get to be like that little fricker. And okay, there are some toggles. It's not much, but wow, my hecko. Okay, we're definitely keeping that on. Ah, my sword. Why is he getting penguin? I can handle it, you know. Oh wait, no, it's a hoagie, not sorry, it's a hoagie. Sorry, the hoagie. It's close enough. Close enough. Wow, my hat. Oh no. Bald. So like me if I'm bald, penguin. I'm just being like you. I'm just following your ways. Yeah, let's put it back. Wah! My clothes! Oh no! Naked. You think I could do ASMR like this, penguins? Haha. Fully nude model. Hell yeah. Finally. Yay. Okay, by the way, there are some details here. So, my little black paws. It's like my black gloves normally, and shoes. And I actually have some penguin elements. My eyebrows are more penguin-like, you know, being like the sharp and fuzzy, and I have a little penguin tail. Yeah. And floppy ears. They're like my ears. My pointy elf ears. And Haito Tommy. Zenya is a Pokemon. No! It's not Pokemon! Nothing like Pokemon! Why bring up Pokemon? This is Shikawa. Shikawas don't have a tongue. But I would be sticking it out at you if I could. Care Bear, no! No! Yada! Cow. It's cow, I get it right. You like my hard-toed tummy? Cause I love penguins very much. Okay. Let's get dressing. Let's get dressed again, just in case. The outfit looks so cute. I like the droopy sleeves. All right, and then we got why? Whoa. Bye. What the heck? I'm so confused right now. What's Pokemon? And then there's why are you being mean to me? Oh, 도시요. Isn't that so cute? What? No. Yada! Don't make me. Don't make me do it. And wow. Mind broken, Zenya. I've seen unspeakable horrors that you would not understand. Wow, and this is blushy. Penguin, 다이스키다요. You still like me? Okay, and that's it. A debut of Zenya. Okay. So now, penguins, I think it's time to show you more about me. Yeah, don't you want to get to know me? Get to know this weird, cute small creature? All about it, what it is. Well, okay. Let's do it. Suave in the music, guys. we don't need the epic Lord of the Rings anymore. Okay, I'm bringing the borders back. And I've been waiting for this day for so long, penguins. You don't even know. Just come on! It's the Kawa presentation. Kind of like covering Hachiwari when I stand here. Sorry, bull. Let's put Zenya over here, I guess. Yeah, it's probably fine. I bet you've been wondering. Yes, well, the best way to get to know me is to get to know my friends, my epic friends in the world I live in, the world of Chikawa. It's gonna be the best debut presentation ever. Okay. So, everything to know. So first of all, the basic setting of Chikawa. Where is it? What is this world? Will there be a quiz at the end? Oh, maybe I should have done that. I mean, totally. Yes. There will be. Just know I'll be testing you internally, okay? Every day is a test. I will bring up these topics, and it's on you if you know it or not. Okay, but soon you're gonna be lost. You're gonna be lost in all my streams. all the references. Yeah. One day I'm gonna show you my plushies, and I'm gonna expect you to know their names. Okay? That's a test. Okay, so okay, so okay, I might have messed it up a little bit. Okay, the pictures are there. Okay, we're gonna go point by point. Okay, so Chikawa is a world inhabited by these little island forest creatures. That is what Chikawa is. Okay, and you can see over here, they come in various species, various types, but they all live together. And this is the only place, as far as we know. And this is kind of a forested area. Also, food grows everywhere. Okay, magical occurrences happen. For example, this huge omu rice. It just appears out of nowhere for eating. There's things like springs which sprout candy, or little rice cookers in the ground that infinitely refill rice. Okay, this is all part of the cycle of the Chikawa world. However, there are also monsters that kind of balances it out. You can see to my left here, that elephant, that is a dream nightmare. Actually, not dream, just nightmare elephant. He will call to you at night, and then if you go to him, he'll make you play a game where you have to try not to laugh. But if you laugh, then that seals his contract, and he gives you infinite nightmares every day until you defeat him. Because I don't know, he likes to eat up the good dreams or something. And to my other side here, to the right, these are sirens and a mermaid. So the mermaid is the big one, and the little creatures are sirens. They are normally pretty chill, but well, let's just say there is an occurrence that happens that makes them kind of hunt down the Chikawas. And there's lots of miscellaneous creatures and monsters that also hunt down these creatures, try to eat them, all this stuff. Next, okay, the Yoroi-san are the ones who take care of things. So the Yoroi-san are the men in armor here. Now, they never take off the armor, so we don't know exactly like what is under that or everything to do with them, but they're kind of like the quote unquote adults of the world. And more on them later, but yeah, they do stuff like set up shops and make clothes. And yeah, generally, Chikawa is about the peaceful day-to-day life of these creatures. It's a normally pretty peaceful place, though there are real-world parallels. Everyone's just kind of living out their lives out in the wilderness here. Okay, so next, right, talking about the real world, there are jobs. Oh no, I have to censor that. Yes, there is an economy in Chikawa, an economic system where critters have to earn currency to buy goods. Mostly food or snacks or little trinkets. Now, like I said, there is free food that just exists out in the wild that you could get sometimes. So it's not exactly like so much of a pressure of like you always have to work, but yeah, you know what I mean? So you can see here the free main jobs that exist. So the first is monster hunting, although this is actually the most difficult one. You can see over here, the main Chikawa trio is fighting this monster. RJ, yeah. A lot of the critters die though while doing this. However, though, it's the best way to make the most amount of money. And you can even rank up in the monster hunting system. And if you reach top rank, then you can get your name engraved on your weapon. Pretty cool. Next, there is weed pulling. You can see Chikawa is doing it here. Yes, their job is to touch grass. They pick out the bad grass. And that's it. And they get paid for how much grass and how dangerous of the grass they picked out was. Because there is apparently some bad grass, some bad weeds out there that either cause damage to the environment or something. But yeah, they just pick it like that. And then let me move here for a bit so you can see that picture. There is lemon labeling. So as you can see in the bottom right picture here, what Chikawa also does. Chikawa tries to do all these jobs, but it's mostly these two because monster hunting is hard. So they get lemons and they put labels on it. It's pretty simple. Now, why these jobs? Why lemons of all things? We don't know. It seems like lemons might have high demand in the world of Chikawa. Or they're very crucial, and perhaps lemons are a form of currency as well, a crucial trade item perhaps, but yes. So if you ever buy a lemon and you see the little label, the little sticker they put on that, it might have been from Chikawa. The lemon market is going strong indeed. Okay. Yosh. Let's move back here. Okay, next we're going to talk about the characters. Okay, this is probably what you've been looking forward to, what you've been really thinking of. The core iconic cast. There's lots of intricacies to them, so let's get through it. Okay, so first there are generic critters. So these are like the sort of faceless, void, blacked out critters. So they do populate in most of the world. Like our main cast is really just a small part of it. Yeah, basically NPCs. There are some. There's like two main theories. So either these guys, they are like the other Chikawas, but we just don't see their details. Their details are just abstracted, I guess, to focus on our main characters. But their details do exist. It's just like all like blanked out like this. Or they literally are like just blank ass Chikawas, and they need to become more special to gain their features, basically. And you'll see there's one case of someone actually changing from a generic critter. Oh, but yeah, they don't talk, and they are also quite delicate. This is generally a term for all, or applies to all of the critters. Very prone to injury, illness, disease, but they need to be fed a lot. So they're kind of like big babies, I guess. They fall over a lot too. This group here though are the pajama parties. These are the most famous group of generic critters that are responsible for the ooh wah song. Might have heard me sing it, might have heard it somewhere else. It's very, very popular. They made a dance for it, and they wear these special pajamas. But they're still faceless. But yeah, they'll be the most popular faceless you see probably. And yeah, they like to dance. Chikawa critters like to dance. They're always dancing, doing little boogies and jiggies. And yeah, pajama parties is also a big dance group. Okay, now moving on to our goat, the actual main characters. Okay, Chikawa, the hero of our story. Okay, so Chikawa is emotionally sensitive, timid, and physically weak. Basically a big kind of girl failure, you could say. Vibes. And also, so the series is named after Chikawa means Chikatsu kawaii desu, something like that. Chisatsu something small and cute, basically. Very prone to crying, as you can see over here. They cry a lot. They just let their emotions out, you know. And Chikawa does not talk, actually, but they do make small noises, like insho, rupa rupa, papa, yada, rupa, yes, stuff like that. However, though, don't mistake this for them being unintelligent. They do understand speech, and typically the other Chikawas understand what they're saying too. It's just they don't actually form the proper words. And yeah, despite all this, Chikawa is brave, very brave. They have a lot of fears, but they do face them. There's many instances of Chikawa running in to save their friends. And they always do their best, and they always try, even if they fail. They have no hesitation. They'll be one of the first ones jumping in a fight. Here you can see this is Chikawa's weapon. They got it because it looks like Hachiwari's weapon. Freaking stabs people with it. Yeah. He's always running into this, and you know, he's scared of monsters. He doesn't like fighting, but he wants to protect his friends. Oh, pretty pawn. I wrote in parentheses here. Stupid. Now listen, I say this affectionately. Okay? They do mess up quite a few times. For example, Chikawa does not know how to ride a bike. They keep trying to ride the bike, but they keep falling. They just don't know how to do it. They can't do it. Chikawa has also failed their weeding exam multiple times. Oh yeah, I didn't mention this in the job part, but there is also licenses. Got a license for that. It's real in Chikawa. Yeah, you can get more money from weeding by increasing your certification level for it, basically. But you have to take an exam for it. Chikawa tries to increase their level so they can earn more money, but they failed the weeding exam multiple times. And there is also actually lots of other exams to take. You need to pass an exam to consume alcohol, for example. You need to pass an exam to have a part-time job. There is actually other jobs, but they're kind of locked behind this part-time job application. And there is a character who gets a different job, which I will show you soon. Yeah? That sounds awful. Well, kind of is, but you know, it's just like the real world. You have to study and you have to work. But I would say it's kind of in a nicer way in Chikawa. It's like all that, but if it wasn't as corrupt or as soul draining, it's definitely a bit more relaxed. Yeah, but you know, I'll touch on this later, but it basically, it's intentionally meant to mirror our world, and show the daily struggles of these characters, and you know, we can relate to it. Getting the job, getting the taking our exams. However, though, Chikawa is literate. Okay, they can read and they can write. Though they don't do it often, but they do acquire books sometimes, and they read their studying material too, of course. How much do they pay in taxes? Well, see, it does not seem like there is a government system in Chikawa, so I don't think there are any taxes. That's what I mean by like slightly better, but well, I don't know. Maybe they just haven't shown the the government. Oh, yes, but another trait of Chikawa. Chikawa is also incredibly lucky. There's various times where they like pull an SSR card first try. They win contests, and even their house at the bottom left here, they won in a raffle. This is their housing. It's like a white dome. And it's a common location of the Chikawa media, common place that you visit. But yeah, because of that, got his own place. For free. Yeah. Chikawa also does not like broccoli or spicy food. Also does not like asparagus. Kind of a bit of a picky eater. Though it's more of a More because he's a precious small baby. Okay, that just can't handle these scary things, okay? Too scary. Mm-hmm. And that is it for Chikawa. Okay, next is Usagi, the yellow rabbit. Now this is the second character actually, because Usagi is the second character that shows up in the manga. You might think Hachiwari is like the iconic BFF of Chikawa, but Usagi actually shows up before Hachiwari does. Now Usagi, okay, is basically a chaotic good force. They are crazy. They just do crazy, wacky shit just for the sake of it. But they're still a good guy, you know. They're still on Chikawa's side, and they'll stick up for Chikawa, you know. And they are also low-key so smart and competent. Pretty much the smartest of the main class, of the main trio. They always stay calm in any situation. They just like walk in like they know what they're doing. Even if they don't really, but you know, they always have some kind of solution cooked up for things. And Usagi has obtained a level 3 and a level 2 weeding license. And it goes from level 5 up to level 1. So it's like the lower number is better actually. And this compared to Chikawa, like I said, failed the level 5 weeding test many times. Although actually Chikawa does eventually pass his level 5 weeding exam. Although again, it takes a couple tries. Usagi is potentially unable to feel fear. Like I said, they're always calm in situations where Chikawa is scared, Hachiwari is scared. You know, these characters cry a lot. Never Usagi. Never cries. Always just a stone cold, stoned face. It's just staring like that, you know. Can deal with any situation. However, Usagi also does not speak. They don't speak words. They only speak in very specific sounds. They have a few catchphrases, like, yeah, yaha, ha, ura, unya. That's what Usagi says. To express whatever they're trying to say. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of crazy clips of this guy. But yeah, the people who like Usagi, I feel, just tend to like this like chaotic aspect of him. Of like, just gives no fucks. Like, he's just like the silliest one. However, Usagi has an unknown residency. I showed you where Chikawa lives. I'm gonna show you where Hachiwari lives, but we do not know where Usagi lives. We've never seen his house. For all we know, like, he just lives like way out in the wilderness. He doesn't even have a house. He's legit homeless. So yeah, pretty interesting. Might see there's potential for more lore here. I could see Nagano, the author of Chikawa, expanding on this point in the future. But for now, yes, the homeless rabbit. Oh, and I guess I should mention, Usagi also loves to eat. The most ravenous of the main Chikawa creatures. They got the greed they speak about in the Bible. They eat the whole ass rice by themselves. And don't give a frick. Moving on to Hachiwari, the blue cat that rounds out the main cast. So, Hachiwari lives in a cave. So he's kind of more like officially homeless. Literally just a random ass cave. You can see the background here a little bit. However, you know, he makes do. He has a bed, he has some sheets, he has some like cooking kitchen area, some, you know, pots and pans he uses to cook sometimes. He and Chikawa love to share ramen together, actually. I don't know if I mentioned that in this presentation, but yeah, they make ramen a lot. And he's often making his own cooking inventions, but it seems like it's kind of from the perspective of, like, you know, being poor. Like he puts like mandarins in ramen, or like ketchup rice, or like ketchup pasta, like stuff like that. Like it's kind of like poor core, poverty core. But yeah, he makes do. I will say Hachiwari is okay. Well, actually, first, I guess I'll say kind of a fan favorite. Although, this is like, it's hard to say. There's a lot of popular Chikawa characters. A lot will say Hachiwari is the fan favorite. Definitely really popular. You'll see him in a lot of memes and images and such, and merch sells out a lot. Hachiwari is also the most articulate. Hachiwari actually speaks. He can speak in full sentences. He can even sing. And he also plays the guitar. So he's kind of like the biggest audience stand-in, I guess. He lets us know about what's happening, because otherwise no one could even like understand what is going on, right? However, it's still kind of like, say, like kindergarten level of like vocabulary and speech, but it's still very comprehensible. Oh yeah, he likes books, he likes cooking. I touched on the cooking. Yeah, he reads sometimes too. You could also argue that's the poverty hobby, but I digress. Yeah, Hachiwari is, though, despite the poverty, he's very cheerful and positive, very extroverted, makes friends with everyone. He's not really like down about his situation. I mean, I guess for him, it's just very normal. That's just how life is in the Chikawa world. He just goes through every day, doing his best. He's always trying to cheer everyone up, organize fun things for his friends. Oh yeah, he can play the guitar and sing. You can see that, and he actually sings the outro for the Chikawa anime. And there are some times in the anime where you can hear him strumming his guitar. Yeah. Hachiwari can also say is like one of the most mature characters. I suppose, doing things for other people and his trips while running the food. Yeah, it happens a few times. He is prone to tripping. He's a little pawn. He messes up sometimes. I would say his intelligence level is above Chikawa, but below Usagi. Like he does pass the weeding exam on his first try, but he does like struggle a bit with it, but yeah, he is Chikawa's best friend, always sticking up for Chikawa. Yeah. Kind of like Sam from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, sure. And Hachiwari wants to be a master hunter. Hachiwari is more focused on the hunting job. He gets this weapon first, and Chikawa gets it too to kind of like copy him. But Hachiwari is actually studying under another character to rank up and become strong. He also, at one point, really wanted a camera, so he saved up a lot of money to get a camera. However, he got a cursed camera instead, which ended up making the things that he took images of get really fricked up. After that, they destroy the camera, and he doesn't get one again. But he is still kind of known for the camera. Also, he do be a cat, so he is kind of cat-like. He has sharp claws that he has to trim. He can throw up hairballs, and sometimes his like hairstyle here gets messed up a little bit. I guess he's not grumpy, so that isn't very cat-like. But yeah, it's kind of close. And yeah, he has a long cat tail. You can't really see here, but it is. Okay, it's very important part of his lore. And okay, I guess that's it. Anything else I want to say about Hachiwari? I don't know. They're just really fun. They're in most chapters and episodes of Chikawa, because he's one of the only ones that talk, so it's just kind of by necessity. But yeah, pretty much it just surrounds all the time. Okay, next is Kuri Manju. Now we're going into the more side characters that don't show up as often. He's a bit of a gamer. Oh yeah. There is an internet cafe in Chikawa actually. I think I touch on this later, but the internet and computers do exist, but it's kind of like stuck in like 90s era computers, so like they don't own it personally. You have to go to like some cafe to use it, like browse the web. And Hachiwari and Chikawa play some online game, and yeah, Hachiwari is pretty goated at it. Yeah, and yeah, overall he's very hopeful boy coded. Now Manju, kind of the opposite. He's basically a stand-in for old Japanese alcoholic uncles. His whole character is he likes drinking and snack foods. Okay, as you can see here, his main thing, he's drinking some alcohol, he has some snacks with him. And he has an iconic bit where he'll prepare a snack, which it's usually like some weird like combination of foods. Like I can't even like think of it now, but like he'll like pour some shit on other shit. You know what I mean? He's fucking like epic master craftsman. And then he'll pour a drink, usually some beer, and then he'll sip it back like this and go, ah. And he makes this face. This is the face he's going when he goes, ah. Yeah. And the whole other cast kind of looks up to him and tries to like replicate it. Like they think he's really cool. because he drinks a lot. He also likes cold baths. He just chills. He's usually like very like expressionless. Expressionless. He's kind of just like chilling like this, doing his own thing. I mean, sometimes he, does this. At one point, he loses his alcohol license because, you need a license to drink alcohol, right? And one day, someone's trying to check his license, but he doesn't have it on him, so he gets like a suspension, so he can't drink for some days. And I think that's when he gets kind of doomer. Yeah. And he also does not speak except... Well, I already said it. I did the line. Oh, yeah, but he's also very supportive. He's just kind of a nice guy. And like I said, like he doesn't speak much, just doesn't really do much. But, when he sees like the other Chiikawas, like the younger characters, he'll like share some of his snacks with them, or like give some advice on how to pass the alcohol exam, stuff like that. He's kind of like a supportive old uncle. And is that it? Oh, yes, I was gonna say, however, I kind of dislike Kurimanchu. It's probably in the lower of my characters, just because there are a lot of scenes of him just eating. In the Chiikawa anime, which by the way, every anime episode is like 1 minute or so, but they'll waste like whole episodes. They're just scenes of him eating. Of him like opening up some food, preparing his drink, and like that. I'm like, that's the whole thing. And I'm like, okay, I get it, but like, I want to continue with the story. I want to see my Chiikawa again, Like, yeah, he has that one bit and it just repeats over and over and over and over. And I'm kind of like, oh, I get it, whatever. Trying to move on. I don't really care about his stupid Ushi-san having snacks. Oh, but yeah, but it's kind of a, classic, iconic thing from him, so, whatever. Yeah. If there's any character you would be Penguin, it's a high chance might be this guy. Very OG-san coded, I think. I mean, I don't mind Penguin, just let me play too. I don't want to be forced to watch you drink all the time. Okay, next is Rocco. Ooh, so cool. So, Rocco is the top hunter. He's very strong. He has a sword. Here on his back, he's kind of like, I feel it might be like a reference to Guts, because he got like a scar, a cape, sword. However, he is a good boy. He's very friendly, but he kind of has the vibe of like some like boomer that lives under a rock, kind of. Like, he doesn't really know like the newest trends or like what the kids are doing these days, but he's trying to fit in. It's kind of like, oh, how do you do, fellow kids? Oh, yeah. You want to like eat out here and stuff. Oh yeah, that's what I mean here. Yeah, he kind of lives under a rock. He doesn't really know like what's trendy or what's cool. He just sticks to what he knows, which is fighting. He also likes sweets. He has a soft spot for sweets. So you can see here, strawberries especially. He'll like treat himself to it after a big hunt, a big fight. And he's also the one that's training Hachiwari. Hachiwari and Chiikawa call him Sensei. master. And he gets very flattered by being called master and being someone's sensei. And there's a scene here where he's like talking to the statue, and it's implied that this was his old master that kind of passed away, but like did some big epic thing and was commemorated here. You know, and he's kind of like, you know, so I'm a master now too. Kind of, you know, deep fighting protagonist energy. You know what I mean? And he also has a car. Yeah, he drives people around sometimes. Shikawa and Hachiware. One time he like drives them to the bathroom. I think. And he also stops someone else from getting in his car because he thinks they're gonna make it messy. But you'll see more on that later. Yeah. I like him a lot. He's just kind of cool. Cool and cute. Because of how kind of like clueless they are about things, but they just try their best and they just like go along with things. They're also really bad at video games, actually. Like I told you, Hachiwara and Shikawa, like they play computer games and they're good at it. And Rako sees them one day and he tries to play too, but he gets like fucking 0 score and he's like, I don't know how this stuff works. Crazy what kids are doing these days. You know what I mean? Okay, next is Shisa! This cute lion creature. I'm pretty sure they're actually a specific reference to some ancient lion from Okinawa. I'm not huge on Japanese culture though, so I can't exactly say exactly. But yes, Shisa is a very good girl, very hardworking. As you can see here, Shisa got their license. They got their part-timer license, which lets them get a part-time job, work an actual job here with this Yoroi-san. They make ramen. Here, work at the ramen shop. They also like to cook themselves and try out new recipes and get their friends to eat their recipes. They're just like very like friendly and nice and yay, like kind of beaming with happiness and sunlight. They're also working on their alcohol license. They want to do a lot of things, very ambitious in life. Offers food to people. Yeah, I like them. They're just nice, and their food looks really yummy. They don't fight. They do speak though. Yes, it is capable of speech. Yeah, I should say Rako is also capable of speech. And Shisa as well. So they're kind of like an older Chikawa, but they're still like kind of like the little like baby form. I like the eyebrows. Yeah, it's so cute and distinctive. Yes, they make a lot of references to Okinawan culture, and there's a lot of word play with their names, like Oishi-sa. You know, you get it. Oishi, Shisa. To like combine it. Like some scene. Like, yeah, this thing tastes good. You know what I mean? But yeah, they'll like bring a lot of food from Okinawa. This is what I mean. So they're kind of like an Okinawa representative. But probably like wouldn't really catch on that if you're not a Japanese native. Oh, well, that was the last bullet point. Yeah, from Okinawa, I guess. Next is Momonga. Okay. One of the next extremely popular characters Okay, so Momonga is a flying squirrel, as you can see here. Also capable of speech, but they are basically evil incarnate, the brattiest brat character, except there is no positive. There's no going back like, tee-hee, just kidding, never mind, I still like you, Oji-san. No, they're straight up mean, they are rude, they are ruthless, they will mess things up for their own personal gain. Just because they're hungry, they'll eat something they're not supposed to, stuff like that. It's not me! No, I'm nothing like this Chongus. No. I'm telling you, it's not just a brat, it's straight up evil. Straight up evil. Okay? And there's more to this. Alright? They are bratty, self-centered, always begging for attention. They will steal things. And they just generally cause trouble. They will demand things from other people, and they'll refuse to share their own things. And even during dangerous situations, like the freaking monster, life or death, is attacking everyone, they'll just ask like, oh, can I have some food? Or can I rest? Can I sleep? I'm tired now. Stuff like that. Why are you saying this sounds like someone? No. No. I would never be. I'm not like this at all. What? What are you talking about? I will never steal from you. No. Well, the manga also, they have a bit where they try to imitate others to act cute. Okay, so like here, they're not actually crying, they're just like acting. They're pretending to cry. They're basically like imitating Chikawa's natural actions. They want to be cute. That's basically their goal. They want it to be something small and cute. And they try really hard to be cute. And they'll like demand, like, hey, isn't this cute? Come on, praise me. They demand to be praised a lot. I don't know. They want the glory from being a cute thing. However, Momonga, he bullies Chikawa a lot, so it cannot be forgiven. Okay, Chikawa and Momonga kind of have like a bit of a not like rivalry, but Momonga has like stolen Chikawa's stuff a lot. That whenever Chikawa sees Momonga now, they're like, no, yada. They're like trying to hide from them because they know Momonga's a troublemaker. But Momonga knows that Chikawa is really cute, so they try to like imitate what Chikawa does. That's why they target Chikawa. A freaking bully. Yeah. And Momonga is body swapped? Yes, now there is deep Momonga lore. Okay. You see this creature? This creature is called Dekatsuyo. Okay, and in Momonga's introduction, they are running away from this creature. This creature which is big and strong, some monster. It's implied that Momonga stole Dekatsuyo's body. So this actually is the original Dekatsuyo, and this is Momonga's original form. Momonga did some dark magic voodoo shit and stole the body. They swapped. That's basically why Momonga is evil, because they're not a real Chikawa. They are a monster that became a Chikawa. because because they want to be cute, because they love this concept of being cute so much, right? But they they kind of like fail at it because, like I said, they're just so naturally evil and bratty. But yeah. And in the debut, like now, like the original innocent creature is in this body, and they're screaming at Momonga to give it back. Momonga is like, yada, nah, no way. And yes, and later actually, our main crew, they find a body swap machine in the woods. Chikawa, Usagi, and Hachiwari, they swap each other's bodies for a while, then Momonga comes in and sees the body swap machine. And so what do? They destroy it because they don't want to switch back. They don't want any chances of them switching back to their original body. They don't want anyone else to swap. So yeah, Momonga's kind of, you love to hate him. Very popular. It's like cute in a very cursed way. Despite how evil and bratty they are, you kind of can't help to kind of like him, because it's like, oh you, just Momonga again, Momonga shenanigans. Even though legitimately they do like actual like bad stuff, bad stuff. Okay. You cannot trust this creature. Right. Okay. Next is Furu Hanya Kani. So they were originally this small NPC creature that I showed you before. But they become all filled out and become a real creature with this crab headband that they wear. They become crab related. And yes, their name is actually Kani. Okay. But I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to call them Furiohana or call them Kani. I'm just gonna say Kani for ease of use. But you know what I'm saying, okay? You know what I'm saying. They're just a crab, okay? Don't get any funny ideas. So they are the newest critter introduced to the Chikawa cast. They haven't had too much screen time because of that, but they are getting up there in popularity, and they originated as a used bookseller. They sold some books to Hachiwari and to Momonga, and they gain their color and escape NPC jail after befriending Momonga. Although I say befriending in quotation marks because Momonga isn't really a good friend, okay? But they just kind of like bump into each other a lot, and Kani, like, they're just really nice. They're just really nice and sweet and like shy and like pensive. Ooh. Like hi, like they have that kind of energy. And just by happenstance interacts with Momonga a lot. And one day, they're handing out these like crab headbands, and Momonga gets 2. And the person who hands it to Momonga is like, just give this to one of your friends, just like handing it all out. And then Momonga is, I don't know what to do with the second one. Yeah, I'll just give it to you, I guess. But then Kani's like, oh, me? You think I'm a friend? And then that's when they become pink and get their color. So that's why it's kind of like hard to say, like did he achieve like a higher state of being, like he got his color because he was more happy, because he was more accomplished, or is it because he went from an NPC character to a mainline character, right? I don't know. It's one of those interpretations, I guess. Yeah, they're very kind and submissive. Although they're also like kind of brave, like Chikawa is. They don't cry though. They kind of like put up with Momonga a lot, but like I said, Momonga, they're not really a good friend. Like Momonga is still kind of like selfish. They don't really do anything for Kani, but like Kani, like will be like, hey Momonga, I have this thing for you, and Momonga will be like, oh yeah, sweet. Okay, bye, and it takes it and stuff. You know what I mean? But to them, it's like a form of friendship, I guess, or something. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think we should have some fucking justice for Kani, okay? They kind of get used by Momonga. But they're also kind of like Momonga's like Tard Wrangler a little bit, like kind of keeping them in line, keeping them in check a little bit from being like too bratty and mean. Okay, and yeah, that's all to really say about them, I guess. Yeah, it's Kanika's crab. Yeah, they have the crab headband. Yeah, they also don't speak though. I should clarify. But Momonga speaks. But Kani does not speak. But they also don't make any noises. They just kind of like use gestures and such to communicate what they want to come across. Alright, now the Yoroi-san. Now these three are actually specific characters. You have the pochette. The middle one, I think, is the one that manages the job stand, and the one at the last is the ramen shop owner. And so their design is basically samurai armor from feudal Japan. Even the weird like head shape thing and the teeth, like that was apparently like an actual like headdress, head armor that they used in old ass Japan. And yeah, they basically watch over the critters and keep the balance of the world. So if there's like a really like tough monster, they'll go fight it. So they're not actively fighting the monsters. They are the strongest ones, but you know, there's a balance to be kept. I will elaborate on this later. But they don't just like kill every monster. Okay, there has to be some monsters around. But if they need to, they do, and they can step in. And they also sort of like keep the economy afloat. They're the ones that Chikawas will buy things from, basically. So they make ramen. There's curry shops run by the Yoroi-san. They sell accessories like the pochette, Yoroi-san, who makes the little bags. He also makes all the costumes, basically. The pajamas, the crab headbands, raincoats, all of that. And are they humans? I don't know. They're shaped like humans, but we don't really know much more than that. They don't show themselves. They stay under that armor. And okay. There is a bit more to them too. They're actually advised not to get too close to the Chikawas. And the reason for this I will elaborate later. There's also a theory that they are behind this character called Muchao Man. I didn't include them here, actually, a picture of them, because I forgot. Just know Muchao Man, he has kind of like a milk jug head and a blue cape. And he's like a superhero that the Chikawas look up to. But he doesn't speak, but you know, he has like shows apparently that the Chikawas watch with him in it. And it's kind of hinted that the Yoroi-san like are behind Muchao Man, like it's just them in a costume and they rotate out. Yeah, kind of like a milkman, I guess. Has an M on their chest. Okay, now some miscellaneous info. Okay, so this guy, his name is Atsuko. So they are a monster, but they actually started as a Chikawa creature. Okay, I guess I have no words here, so I'm just gonna go off the images. I will elaborate on that later, but they do feature a lot. They're a kind of a aggressive monster, but they're kind of like they're like a baby that gained destructive power. Like they still have kind of cute elements to them, but you know they fight the Chikawas like just because they can, and just because they're strong. Next, there are these goblins, a faction in the Chikawa universe. They look after a mushroom. And then one day, the Chikawa and friends, they accidentally eat part of this mushroom, and so they get sent to jail by the goblins. And they don't really do much else beside that. Then there's Ode. Okay, this is actually probably my legit least favorite character. They don't show up too much. They're kind of like a side character. But they're really strong. And they're involved in the whole goblin arc. He gets put in jail with the other Chikawas, but he breaks them out of jail and eventually gets employed by the goblins because of how strong he is to reinforce the mushroom guarding. Yeah, he's the only Cyclops there is, and he kind of like he's a bit sad about the fact that like he doesn't belong anywhere. He doesn't know anyone else that's like him. He doesn't know where to go and stuff. He does some drinking with Kurimanju and kind of like reminisces a bit, and it's all melancholic and stuff, but he has a really stupid voice, okay, so I kind of hate him mostly for that. Like, get out of here, you don't need screen time, who even are you? You're not even cute. But maybe some people like him, something, I don't know. He's strong and fast and goes unga bunga. Next there is the star. There's actually 3 stars. Chikawa and friends, they wish on it one day as it flies through the sky. But then some monster like traps them. And so Chikawa and friends have to save them. And so the star's like, yeah, thanks for saving us. And then I think they grant some wishes, but I don't actually remember. I think it was just very basic wishes. And then there's the black star to contrast. So the black star to evil. Evil wishing star, do not wish on it. It's basically a monkey's paw. If you wish on a black star, you'll get your wish, but it will be in a way that you don't like. It'll be a very, very cursed way. Chikawa ends up getting stuck in a time loop because of this, actually. Because they wish that, like, I wish this day could go on forever. I wish we could always have days like this. They had some especially happy, fun day. So the star is like, all right, bet. Yeah, get in a time loop, get stuck in the same day over and over. When you go to sleep, you go back to the same day. It's really bad. But thankfully, there is a way to defeat it. You just have to wash the star in bleach. you wash it in some bleach, fucking dishwasher liquid, and that gets rid of the curse. Apparently, somehow. I know. Don't ask for the details. But yeah, and all right. There's more though. Penguins. All of this info I gave you leads to some deep Chikawa theories, how the world works, what is behind everything. So, the Chikawas turn into monsters, or chimera directly, as they call them. When they are too stressed, this is what they become. Okay, you see here, this guy, he looks kind of like Chikawa, but you see he's messed up, has a tail, claws, wings. And at the bottom here, actually, this is Hachiwari and Usagi in their monster forms. And it is highly hinted at that this is kind of an inevitability. Chikawa has nightmares about seeing their friends looking like this. Hachiwari travels to an alternate dimension, an alternate world, where he becomes a monster like this. And the creature I showed you actually over here, Atsuko? I forget their name exactly, something like that. Like I said, they started as a little creature, and they become this big one. And they were working at the lemon factory with Chikawa, so it said maybe like they got too stressed from their lemon job, or, you know, too doomer, too sad. They didn't really have friends. So they turned into that monster. They actually like being the monster though, but most of the Chikawas, they don't like being turned into these creatures. So that's also kind of why the Yoroi-san are told to kind of avoid the Chikawas or not get too close to them, because it's kind of like, yeah, these bloods are going to turn into monsters one day. And it's even possible that all of the monsters we see in the series started out as Chikawas, that is kind of the life cycle of the Chikawa world. However, though, they also try to make sure that the Chikawas aren't too stressed, so they don't like all turn into the monsters. You know, that there has to be a bit of a balance there. Now, there's also a theory that the food that grows in the world comes from the Chikawa critters that were eaten by the monsters. There's a particular point in the series where they note that the food is running out. Okay, the spring is dry, the infinite rice maker is not making rice anymore, there's no more like berries on the bushes, stuff like that. Okay, and then there are some more monsters that appear, and the monsters, they cause some chaos, and then the food comes back. So that's also kind of the cycle of things. What happens to Chikawas who die? Okay, because they do die. They will get snatched by monsters sometimes and get hurt. The ones that get snatched and eaten and whatever, they are the source of where this infinite food comes from. So it's not really infinite food. Well, you know, which makes sense. Like there is like a balance to the world here, a logic that it follows. What are the crops of Chikawa blood? Yeah. Yeah, Chikawa is actually pretty dark. There are a lot of dark elements like this. I mean, the characters, they do lose sometimes. They lose, they get hurt, they get beaten, bad things happen. You know? Serious. That's why this is not just a show for kids. Okay? And yeah, like I said, this process might be inevitable. You could delay it, I guess, by making sure these guys are happy, but it's kind of implied like these are their true forms. So if anything, they're just suppressing them by being their happy Chikawa selves. Okay. And now we're gonna get into some noteworthy events, I guess. Doesn't get gory, does it? No, not gory. It's just weird. So, okay. Parasitic mushrooms. This is a legit thing. You can see it here on the bottom rightmost side. They can just appear randomly on you. They grow from the top of your head, they can get very big, and they feed on your energy, so they must be cut out at the root. But apparently they make for some really yummy food. You can eat the mushroom that grows off. Now there are tests. I did touch on this earlier. Here you can see Chikawa's weeding license that they finally got. And yes, there is a body swap witch, actually. So I think it's the witch here. They do try to catch the Chikawas a few times. One time they swap the Chikawa bodies with some plushies, and the Chikawas get stuck in plushies. And they only get saved because they use like a little bit of energy to like throw a rock at her and make her trip, and it releases their souls, so they get put back in their bodies. But when the witch is trying to capture the Chikawas, they say something like someone wants to be something small and cute. So it has a possible connection to our world, or maybe just the monsters of their world. That being this critter is a highly competitive thing, highly desired. Even Momonga tried really hard to body swap with Dekatsuyo to become the Momonga flying squirrel. And perhaps it is us, the viewers, that want to be something small and cute, but the price of it is you have to take the form of an existing one. So, yeah, the original souls just get fricked over in that case, I guess. And there's I think I mentioned this too, there's a machine in the woods that also allows you to swap bodies. They do eventually, kill this witch though. Unintentionally though, the witch like tries to poison them, but they end up having the poison instead. Next is pajama party. I touched on this earlier as well. This is just like the most iconic costume. I don't actually have it here. Wow, why don't I have it? Well, the pochette guy, he's kind of like a little fruity Yoroi-san. He's kind of a soft guy, has a soft spot for the Chikawas. He's very nice to them. He likes to make little accessories for them and watch them run around in their little clothes and such. And he makes the pajamas for them, makes custom pajamas for everybody. And the pajama parties is like a music group that comes from him, and they make the ooh-ah-wah song. Next is the prison arc. I kind of talked on this earlier. They all go to prison because the goblins put him there for eating the mushroom. But it's a very iconic look and an arc in the story. Then there's the stone arc. This happened recently in the anime. So there is like this crazy snake that lives out in the middle of the woods. And they have this inn, I guess, an inn they run. And they attract Chikawas to visit this inn, but they have a hypnotic effect on the Chikawas. And he brainwashes a bunch of them to mine this rock. They have a room full of this glowy purple rock stone, and they all get hypnotized to keep chipping away at it. Why? I don't know. It's hinted that the snake just wants to have company. And the snake also has like a Medusa eyes, and it can turn you to stone. And it's actually a very intense arc where both Hachiwari and Usagi get turned into stone by the snake. And Chikawa defeats the snake by pointing a mirror at them to redirect the petrifying beam, pachoo, to where the snake becomes stone instead, and this frees everyone from the curse. However, it's kind of implied that if the snake turns people into stone, then the stone that they were mining this whole time, it could have been some past critters, some Chikawas. They were mining frozen Chikawas the whole time. And then I think here they're worried specifically that they're mining Usagi, but they free Usagi separately, so it's like, oh, it's all good. But yeah. There are also actually other islands. So Chikawa, as far as we know, only takes place in like one central area, this one big island. But they do travel on a big cruise boat to another island that have different varieties and species of Chikawa and different food and stuff. And there's a big like siren mermaids there, and well, I don't really want to spoil it because it's the biggest arc in the manga, and they're making a movie of this actually next year. But it just shows that like some more lore of the world, that there are like possible continents and separate locations, and maybe even other Chikawa cultures. I didn't know. Lots of possibilities. And there's also an alternate world. So one day Chikawa gets stung by a really mean bee. And the bee puts him into this like coma state. So to get him out of the coma state, Hachiwari has to like go into Chikawa's dreams, where the bee is. But this dream is an alternate world where everything is slightly different. You can see here, like the alternate Chikawa and the alternate Usagi, they look a little different. They just look off. But Hachiwari goes there to hunt down this bee. And there's this tree that sort of guides them and tells them what they have to do. And if they don't kill the bee in time, then he's going to be stuck in the alternate world and the real Chikawa will never wake up. So he does it, but Hachiwari starts turning into a monster the longer that he's in the alternate world. So it's kind of like the influence of the alternate world is like taking over, and that's how he really is like there, you know? And actually, there's this really like deep scene where Hachiwari turns into a monster in the alternate world, and he tries to talk to Chikawa, but Chikawa just sees him as a monster. Everyone sees him as a monster, and they point their weapons at him. And Hachiwari's like, wait, no, I'm not a monster, I'm your friend. But before he can really like explain, he gets sent back to the normal world, where Chikawa wakes up and is, oh yay, you're saved, we're friends again. But it puts a deep like doubt in Hachiwari of like, if I was a monster, would you still love me? You know, would you still be my friend? If I turn into a monster, if this is what I became. But Hachiwari like doesn't bring it up to Chikawa. He just keeps it like deep inside of him. You know, but it kind of shows like they're aware of like these changes that can happen. And so, you know, I guess he wants to avoid that. He knows that he wouldn't be accepted if this really came to pass. Would you still love me if I became a monster? Penguin? Rawr! I'm gonna get big claws. Grr, be big and fluffy. Maybe Zenya is the final transformation of Zenchi. Who knows? And right, hair. So all the creatures actually do have hair. You might think they're like bald or something, but this is all like fur. Right? Chikawa has like a bad hair day one time. They messed it up. They're so sad about it. You might have seen some images of Usagi having some like really long, flowing, beautiful locks. So they can grow hair. So I guess it's kind of implied they have to like maintain their hair and their coat, or it can get too long and too messy. Bro is chopped. I don't know what chopped means actually. I just know it's some new Zoomer word. But okay. So, that is basically all of the main lore, some special events and characters of the whole series and world of Chiikawa. So, why do I like it so much? Well, if you're not already convinced, Chiikawa touches on a lot of themes that are really relatable to us in the real world, despite being so far removed. I mean, first of all, there's just the inherent comfiness factor. Everything is cute. Everything is silly. Nothing really matters so much, so it's very easy to get lost in, to, immerse yourself and to be like, oh, I wish it was like this, This guy's just, simply enjoying a little picnic together, simply enjoying like the changing of the seasons, some sakura petals falling, and it's just so cute, and I will say the little like cursed elements of it like add like a lot to the entry. Like it's not just simply cute and that's it. Like it has depth, it has crazy things you would never think of, which keeps things interesting and fun. But there are some deeper themes, such as the theme of struggling, or not struggling. I mean, there's some struggle, but like the striving, the ambition to thrive in society. And this is reflected with all of the real elements, jobs, studying. It shows the struggles faced by these people, by workers and students. However, these guys still do it, because they want to, because they must. But it's something everyone can relate to, I guess, of just dealing with societal problems. And of course, friendship is a big theme. Of course, Chiikawa and Hachiwari's friendship is very integral, is core to everything, but there's all the connections between everyone else as well, and it shows that these connections are what makes life fun, what makes life worth living, because at the end of the day, these guys, they don't really care what happens. They just like to have fun together, and it's really about enjoying the simple things in life, some good food, having a nice nap, doing the laundry and your clothes are all warm and nice now, stuff like that. It's sort of like pausing and enjoying the simple things in life, but really that's what life is all about, and that it's worth it to endure all these hardships. You can get through anything. These guys deal with a lot of conflict, a lot of monsters, but they do their best to face it as much as they can. Because they have to, I guess. And at the end of the day, they can just enjoy a nice bowl of ramen, or here, there's another arc here, like Chiikawa fighting all these monsters, so tiring, so exhausting. He comes home, but his little friend is here, and little friend goes to hug him, and it's all okay now. It's all good, And here, the main trio, they're just enjoying the sakura trees. They have some rice balls with stuff in them, and they're just enjoying eating the rice balls, and it's just so peaceful and tranquil and so comfy. Yeah, it's really heartwarming, and it's really great to like watch these guys like try to overcome their struggles. You really wanna cheer for them. Like I mentioned with Chiikawa and their weeding exam, you watch Chikawa like fail the exam twice, and it's like, oh no, come on. And you see him like working hard and studying, and like, yeah, he failed, but he picks himself back up, and he's like, oh, it's fine, it's okay, I'm just happy you passed, Hachiwari, kind of thing. And then when Chikawa finally does pass the weaning exam, you're like, oh my god, yes, absolute cinema. It's like the best character arc. He finally did it. He worked hard, like all the hard work paid off, and it is so satisfying. Yeah. You really, care for these like little, at the end of the day, they're small things. He didn't like slay some super powerful villain dragon or something, but it's his own life, his own goal that he finally overcame, and so something we can all relate to, I guess. And yeah, it shows like the beauty in all of these everyday moments, and I think it has honestly it's helped me mentally, that at the end of the day, it's not really a big deal. You don't have to be upset by these things or stressed, you can still enjoy some nice simple stuff, like a nice show, some nice food, and you just take your time and enjoy the present, enjoy what you have, then things really aren't so bad, Hachiwari lives in a freaking cave and he can still be happy, so yeah. And I think a lot of people, when like reading or watching Chikawa, they're like, I wish the world was like this for me, oh, look at them just having so much fun eating food, I want to have that too, I want to be there. But it's like, you could do that, you can be like them, right? It's kind of showing you just how to be happy, I guess. But there's happiness all around to be seen and to be had. The beauty of everyday moments. There's some other themes like imperfections. It's okay. And it's okay to fail. Chikawa fails. They do lose sometimes, but it's fine. You can get back up, try again. Chikawa, he never learns how to ride his bike fully, but he instead rides a tandem bike with Hachiwari. So, with the help of his friend, he could still do the thing that he liked, but no one really made fun of him for failing and stuff, like it's fine, it's okay. And we gotta believe in our growth and trust in our potential. We can grow and improve, and even if we suck, even if we're bad at fighting, we can do our best. We can try and get better and hold our own. So yeah, it's a very, very hope-filled series, but it's also just very cute. And it's not afraid to show that, like, yeah, bad things happen sometimes. It's a little cursed, but adds some nice extra spice and flavor, I guess, and it just adds to the realism of things, I guess. Next we got the merch, the Chikawa merch. Another reason to love Chikawa, yay! Give me all the plushies. Okay, Chikawa is like probably some of the most marketable shit ever. It's such a simple design, so it's easy to produce, but still so cute. So yeah, I can have so much of it. But like when you like get into the series, it becomes like, oh my god, like I want to have like all this merch. Yeah, there's actually like so many things. Like, it is a huge fucking merch empire. There's plushies of every character in every scenario. And they have like all of these like side merch too. You know, like freaking bags, kitchenware, notebooks, I know, lights, pillows, I don't know, figures, anything you could think of. There is a Chiikawa merch version of it. Is Chiikawa's popular Sanrio? Well, no, of course not. Chiikawa is newer than Sanrio. I mean, Sanrio is like probably like close to 100 years old at this point as a brand, and Chiikawa is like less than 10 years old. But that just shows like, despite facing off against this Sanrio giant and being so new, it is still in such a short time managed to become such a huge thing. Although it is mostly in Asia, you don't really see too much Chiikawa stuff in North America. Actually, the Chiikawa manga and anime are not even officially licensed or subtitled or anything in the West. You gotta go through secondary channels to consume it, but I would say it's worth it. Alright. But Chiikawa is different from Sanrio, I feel, where Sanrio is so obviously like merch first. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone in Sanrio, they were a mascot first. They were made to sell merch. Like, it's just so obvious. And any show or media is just a secondary afterthought to further sell the merchandise, right? Whereas Chiikawa is kind of the opposite. It started as just a webcomic that got popular because of how cute and relatable it was. And it has actual stories, actual character arcs, and all the merch comes from that. It references all of these moments. And so you feel connected to it because of your connection to the show, to the manga, right? It is, and you could say like, there's a bit of a, I don't know what's the word here, but it's like, I mean, yeah, obviously Chiikawa is a huge merch empire too, and they do want to sell all of these things as well, but it just feels more soulful, right? Because you know where all these things are coming from, and like you know these characters so well, and these references, and it's just so cute. you know what I mean? So yeah, Chiikawa merch is okay and acceptable, and totally not conglomerate corporate greed. Yeah, there is a danger, I will tell you. Beware of consuming Chiikawa, because you're very likely to get this huge urge to collect a whole bunch of things. Because you just can't help it. Honestly, I got kind of tempted to get into Chiikawa because of all of the merch I saw of it. So it's kind of like they feed into each other, I feel. But yeah, Chiikawa is so popular in Japan that they now even have a Chiikawa land, a Chiikawa bakery, a Chiikawa ramen shop. So good, so good. I want it. Ooh. But yeah, one day I need to make the Chiikawa pilgrimage to Japan. They got all this stuff. But yeah. So that is it. And just so you know, the credits for this model, the art is made by Mikan, and the rig by Komi Clearly. So thank you so much for that. I was able to become cute. Okay. So that's it, penguins. What do you think? Do you like Chiikawa now? Are you going to watch it? Are you going to read it? Are you gonna buy me more Chiikawa plushies? Please. I I think though you should watch it. It's genuinely good. You might just think it's like baby slop, but it is very clearly for adults. Like it's just presented in this cute way, but there's all of these like adult references and themes, everything I mentioned. It's very much like this cute like soul healing stuff. I recommend to everyone. It's got great messages. And it's pretty short too. The manga just releases 1 page at a time. The episodes are really short. I think it's like 300 episodes, but they're like a minute or 2 each. So you should be able to get through it like even in 1 day, honestly. So, yeah, it's just fun to keep up with. So I will mention it again. So just be ready for that. Okay. Honestly, I am really tempted to do a Chikawa watch along. I wouldn't mind watching it again. It's just so cute. Do you want to do that? I'll think about it. Anyways. This whole stream was a Chikawa presentation in disguise. You thought it was a return stream. Oh, what's happened to Zenya? What? Huge changes? Nah, not really. Excuse to become Chikawa. But I have to go, penguins. I'm quite hungry. I actually I didn't eat dinner because my mom was being really late with dinner and I was kind of getting stressed, like, oh, I have the stream coming up. So I was like, frick it, I'm just like gonna skip dinner and I'll just like have it after this because, well, yeah, I didn't really plan to do this for too long. It's a pretty, short and sweet special Zenchi debut stream with Chikawa presentation. Yeah. Oh, also, I guess I could touch on real quick. There aren't any Chikawa games except for one mobile game called Chikawa Pocket. However, I would not recommend you play it. It is... Don't play it. Okay? It's basically, it's an idle game. But like the old school fucking like 2010s era idle games. Like literally like you just freaking tap some buttons sometimes. And it has ads! You have to watch ads to access some of the game content. And I feel like that is so chungus. And like what in 2025? I guess 2026 now. When it came out last year, are we like watching ads on our freaking mobile games? It's not a gacha at least, but yeah, there are like some cute animations and you can have like a little like house of all the Chikawa characters and furniture that looks cute, but I don't think it's really a good game, like gameplay wise, like especially for all like the ad stuff. So I'm waiting for a proper Chikawa game. I'm sure it's in development. Chikawa is still new, but come on, Nagano, please. It's so obvious. Animal Crossing but Chikawa, a little village. You can look after all the Chikawa guys. You have cute little mini games. You go on adventures. It would be so good. Oh. Nah. But yes, this is my plea. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna go now. I'll see you again on Saturday. Well, tomorrow is the members drawing stream. Actually, tier 2 members and subscribers are doing our drawing stream, and on Saturday I think there will be a VR chat sleepover collab with Irina Kumai. I'll send you all of the details on that day as it happens, but yes, it is on my schedule. And on Sunday, I'll be back proper streaming by myself. I'll be playing some simulator games, so yeah, I look forward to all of that. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye. Good night. Have a good rest of your night, big bro. Okay? Sleep well, rest well. I love you. Let's become Chikawa together. And now if I mention some sus Chikawa stuff, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, bye. Bye-bye. Bye, Oni-chan. Daisuki da yo. Bye-bye. Haha, naked. Flashing you for good. Good night, good night. Right here on Twitch, here's my Discord. Here are my socials. Here's my website. Here's my Patreon. And here's the merch. Go check all that out, please. And thank you.